Hello everyone, Jeff here and welcome back to Halls of Torment 1.0. I'm super excited because today I'm going to be showing you something really cool that was added. I'm also going to be doing a challenge with the swordsman that I finished earlier, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So first off, I want to talk about what has changed. In the new Shrine of Torment difficulty mode, after you have defeated a level, you can now access Torment mode, in which you could add different difficulty modifiers to your run. This is its like meta in-game progression system, right? The first thing you get by beating the first level is this. Minus 10-minute runtime. If you've watched my previous videos on this game, you know that my singular complaint of the game is that I think 30-minute runtimes are too long. This solves all of that, and I've done a couple runs since this, and it's fantastic. Action from the get-go. I love it. So we're going to be doing a run. I'm going to show you guys what it's like in 20-minute mode. I think it's fantastic. You do have to beat the levels regularly on 30-minute mode to get to that, and it is harder, so keep that in mind, but it solves all my problems. In addition, we're going to be playing the swordsman character, and I am going to show you how I did this quest right here. Hit 80 enemies with a single attack. I thought it was 100. Maybe it's more. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to show you how we hit 80 enemies with a single attack and the way I build for that. It's extremely satisfying and I enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and get into the run. So we have to go back to the Shrine of Torment. We're just going to do the Haunted Caverns, I guess. It doesn't really matter which stage. I need more money, so I can go into the vault anyway, so it doesn't matter what I'm doing. You see the enemies get bonus stats. I could add this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to for now, just to like keep it simple, you know? Anyway, swordsman character. This is your starting character. You've seen him. He's great. Little Conan Barbarian type guy. I think for skills, realistically, it doesn't matter. Typically what I would do if you're playing this guy is just take ring blades, and I'm doing that here because ring blade skills are associated with the swordsman, so you're gonna want to level this up. We're gonna take attack speed. It's just one of the things that we're gonna take throughout the run, no matter what. Because even though we do want to hit, 80 enemies at one time, we also actually need to be able to kill 80 enemies. So we're gonna be taking every range up we can. For starters, I'm also doing my best to learn some more mechanics in depth of the game so I can help you guys out. We're taking all the area ups we can find. Because, like, if you guys watch my content from Death Must Die, I'm pretty knowledgeable about that game for the most part. Like, in the upper percentile of people who play that game. In this case, I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I could be. I'm going to take base health because of the gear I'm wearing. I guess I should go over the gear. It doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. None of the stuff I have, I even have Mark of Sparks on by accident. I forgot to change it. It doesn't matter. None of this really affects your actual ability to do this challenge that we're trying to do right now. None of the stuff that I have on. I just have like extra block strength and some survivability stuff plus base damage. So here we're taking range every time we can get it. By the end of this run, we're going to be swinging at basically half the screen at the same time. So the key thing here that's different is on these level ups, the weapon proficiency, we want to take coverage every time, which is a little bit weird, I will say, because you're used to taking like proficiency normally, but in this case I'd rather not. Our health and block strength is pretty good. If you don't know, I guess I'm gonna go over this too. It's gonna be kind of a tutorial thing. Block strength is different than defense. If you look at the stats, block strength straight up blocks attacks. They'll prevent the damage. So at the end of the day, after looking at all these stats, whatever, we have a 100% chance to block all damage that's 12 or less. 50% chance to block all damage that's under 45, and 20% chance to block all damage that's under 112. So that's really good. And then we have defense, which is just percent damage reduction. Now, what I am not entirely sure about is how this is calculated in tandem. I don't know. I think defense goes first, but I'm not sure because that feels like super powerful if that's the case. But we'll see. Maybe someone can educate me. Oh, we got an extra bucket? That's sick. So, of the things I'm trying to do right now, this is part of meta progression once you've, like, reached the mid-game. I guess that's where I am. Alright, so we're going to take 20% range here. This is the other thing. When you get proficient stance, you're going to need to take range. Is that there is some farming to be done with your, like, gold and item income because you need 30 items in your inventory to open the vault, or 30 items bought to open the vault, and you can only bring so many with you back. Now, what I will say is a lot of my playtime came before enemies even dropped buckets. So that's the thing. I'm gonna take Radiant Aura. I think it's very good. And I don't love Arcane Rift, but I haven't really played with it that much, so I guess we could try it out. It's not really about that. Okay, again, we're still missing the one we want, so we take Quick Hands. This is why having, like, extra base damage on items is strong. And typically what I'll do is I will beeline straight for power-ups or spells and whatnot. Alright, so we'll take 2 more area. Because you're gonna get more spell drops from the elites and stuff. And this is another thing that changed since early access. So I've been playing this since early access dropped originally, like, over a year ago. And when that was the case, all right, you always take strength. You did not have nearly as many of these power-ups from, like, every source. Transfixion's very strong. Like, very, very strong. I'm gonna take that. Applying Fragile is insane. All right, we've missed again somehow. Force doesn't really do anything. And it's important to know with Force, because Force is just like a different modifier on every ability, you kind of have to just go and look to know. So like, oh, Force makes ring blades last longer. It makes Radiant Aura do knockback. It makes, I don't even know what it is, despawn time longer on Arcane Rift, and Transfixion, it makes damage modifier per hit. I mean, that seems pretty good. But like, oh, and max duration. Okay, so Force is pretty good for that. But it's pretty bad for the Zweihander because all it does is knockback, and we don't care about that. We want to do damage. So for the purposes of that, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna Oblivion the Force here. And then we're gonna reroll. And I'll take Radiant Aura Focus. So the reason we're taking Radiant Aura Focus, I think I mentioned this in yesterday's video. It does an insane amount of damage. And, Meteor Strike. It does an insane amount of damage, but it's split between everyone inside its radius. So by lowering the radius, we effectively increase the damage we do to the targets we are hitting. And if we're going for like a wide swing character, it kind of makes sense. We have, again, missed on our weapon proficiency, but we'll get it. We're only level 13. We're probably going to hit like level 90 plus here. I'm going to take Transfixion up. What I will say is if you are new to the game, and you might not be seeing some of these upgrades or upgrade paths, you're gonna have to unlock them. That's just part of it. All right, we're gonna get rid of, wait. No, not get rid of this. Oh, I forgot, this is from the sorceress. Oh, we kind of do want this. Never mind. Thought about getting rid of that because I didn't want that upgrade, but I still want the range. I'd rather have area though, so I think a mark of a different character would be good. I kind of forget how you got marks. I think it was like winning runs on a certain agony before, but it might be different now. Someone, if you know in the comments, if you want to drop it down there just for information's sake, I would really appreciate it. If not, if nobody knows, I'll figure it out for the next video. All right, so okay, we're just not getting attack area. It's fine. It's fine. It'll come. I don't like Arcane Rift because you have to step on it. It's just like extra work. All right, we'll keep taking general area. It's powerful. But what I was gonna say prior to that is that if you are doing a run, you're seeing this and you're trying to like duplicate it, and you're not seeing some of these upgrade paths or whatnot, it's likely that you're still gonna have to unlock them. And the way the unlock system works is, if we look at the quest tree real quick, so like let's say you have this one unlocked. If you finish this, you would see these three guys, right? So like this is unlocked, so I see what this is. But if I go over to over here, I haven't done this one, so I don't know what this is. And like sometimes more are unlocked than not. So I can't do the ones that I don't know what the adjacent, I don't know what these are. So I have to basically unlock the Arcane Splinters quest to proceed down this tree. So that's how I would advise progressing in the game. All right, we've got proficiency 1 coverage here. So we're gonna double that. So any reverberant tinctures you have, use them on that upgrade. If you don't, it's okay. You can get by, but you will just need a greater concentration of enemies later. But don't worry, we've barely scratched the surface of how large these attacks can be. Gonna run away from your imp lord here. I don't even really know what he is. He kind of reminds me of like a mixture of the Fallen One from D2 and the Smith. Or maybe he's like the Smith and the Butcher combined. Maybe that's what he's supposed to be. All right, item. So we want to send up stuff we don't have already. Block strength by moving up to 3 block strength per movement speed. Oh, that could go crazy. On hit with main weapon, burn, spark, and frost gain a 2% chance of applying their own stack again. That's also good. And then to charge gauntlets. Modifies crit chance, main weapon. Increases on damage with spark, decreases on damage with main weapon, has diminishing returns. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna take these boots. I have no clue what that was saying. That is a thing. All right, we'll just take movement speed. It's fine. Sometimes we could reroll here. Oblivious bottle, sure. So for the record, the way that you like handle your upgrades and stuff in this game is thematically pretty cool, as you kind of just drink away your problems, right? So you want to reroll, you don't like your stuff, you're literally just getting drunk off wine. You want to hold on to one, potion of memories. You're sticking to stuff. You're going on a vision quest. Potion of oblivion, you're going blackout, and then reverberant, you're like, I don't know. This is liquid cocaine. Anyways, let's wow, okay. We'll just take transfixion there. One day we will get more weapon upgrades. Total stacks. Total stacks? I do like might. How does total stacks even work? I'm actually not sure. Total stacks. What is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? I guess I'm gonna take it for science. Insert Jennifer Lawrence on Hot Ones meme right there. What do you what do you mean? All right, Arcane Rift. I was literally thinking about in my Cult of the Lamb playthrough on Twitch just making it the Cult of Jennifer Lawrence. So if anyone asks why it's the Cult of Jennifer Lawrence, I can just run that clip of Jujutsu Kaisen where Toto's like tall women with a big ass, like Jennifer Lawrence. Not what you'd expect out of an anime, but it's where we are. Renewal bottle. Okay, wait. I do not have that, I don't think. Is that new? All right, we're learning new things as we go. Let's take some more quick hand. Take some more quick hand. Speaking of that, isn't there like a new Hunger Games movie coming out? Which seems weird because I don't really get the, like, I thought it was pretty good, but I don't get the appeal of more of it. I saw something on TikTok though about a new movie and a new book, which I guess you milk your series as best you can, right? Bro, can I please, please, I'm gonna get some metabolism here. Can you please just get coverage? We still have 13 minutes left, so it's fine. And this is, like, again, part of the reason I like the 20-minute time is because of how long this, like, you level up so much in these runs that, yeah, the run might be 30 minutes, but the runs actually ends up being, like, 50 minutes because you're spending all this time leveling up. All right, so we're gonna take area and range. We're gonna double it again. Multi-strike always. And take meteor strike. I don't like losing base multi-strike. I really don't. Fragile Blessing's also very strong. I'm just take Ripping Blades though. As I said before, one of the unlocks for like this character is the blades. So at some point during your gameplay, you're gonna be doing a blades run with him. All right, now we get rid of this fire affinity. We don't need this. Get out. And we can reroll here. Take damage. Our extra multi-strike. Go for Meteor Rain. I don't hate that. More satisfying. All right, more loot. Oh, and we got coverage 3, so we're gonna double that too. We're out of doublers, but it is what it is. Quick hand. Okay, so I can't send these. This is something you unlock later once you've beaten the vault. Main weapon type changes to lightning. I'm just gonna take the strict upgrade gloves here. 30% more movement speed, or 30% more attack speed is kind of insane. But because we are now, I was supposed to take range there. But because we are now inventory full, we only have 4 slots, we need to send some stuff up on the bucket. Which we do have 2 of, so. But we're only using 1. So let's take Meteor Blast up. I mean, these are all... It's a weird thing, right? Because as you level up, so what is this? Collect Sentinel Orb. As you like do more quests and stuff, you're gonna start getting more XP. So in your first runs, you're not gonna get to the level that we're getting to right now. That's just not a thing. But I think you do level a lot faster now, and there's more quests to do, so that's nice. The progression system's much more streamlined than it used to be. So don't fret about that. But what I will say is that I need to send things up. 1 second. So send that up, send that up. Those don't take a bucket. And then we're gonna send up these elven slippers. You can go up. We still have a 1 more bucket, which we'll come back for. I don't know what I was gonna say. It's gone. It's gone forever. All right, let's do Radiant Aura 5. Like, sometimes you just take upgrades. So, I think what I was gonna say is that a lot of the times with these spell upgrades, or for like your skills and whatnot, sometimes it's fine just taking maybe not the ideal upgrade. Like, maybe I'd rather have cone size and damage, but it's not that much different than that upgrade. And if you don't have something better to spend it on, why not just go ahead and do it, right? All right, I gotta pause for a water break. Give me 1 second. All right, I got some water. I can continue to speak, which is nice. You should all do the same. Also, while you're doing that, if you haven't already, and you want to subscribe to the channel, that would really help me out, and I'd appreciate it a lot. Areas hit by meteor strikes catch fire, inflicting burn, sure. But yeah, we just hit 9K subs, which thanks to everyone. I really appreciate it. Super exciting as we're closing in on 5 digits on the channel, which is kind of crazy, right? Sacred Flame emits additional fire-based attacks that distributes burn stacks among all enemies in range. Blades circle around themselves and fly 3 times longer than before. Okay, well, that's the one you take to do the Ring of Blades quest. And then coverage 4, yep. As you can see, our sword swing has become fairly large. Now, also, this is agony mode, right? Or this torment mode, or whatever they're calling it now. So we're on agony too. As you defeat enemies, and like depending on the rate you're killing them and whatnot, the agony will increase. I think it's up to 5, but I'm not entirely certain on that. We'll take transfixion here. Hunt 3 slime champions. I did the thing. Piercing blades, it adds 2 projectiles per cast, which is crazy. Also, they're just like flying around like crazy. I'm not really sure why. I'll take Radiant Aura Force. One thing you do have to do to, like, not only do you have to unlock the, like, ability upgrades, but you also have to level them up to a certain amount before they will show up when you're picking up the little spell icons. I was supposed to take range there again. Whoops. Collect the Sentinel. I do not know what the Sentinel Orb is. I've picked up other stuff on this stage, but I really don't have a clue. All right, so we take more area, of course. All we're gonna be doing is taking area, but it's only really for our main attack. The other stuff is like whatever. It does affect our other stuff. All right, 20% range on our melee. I imagine there is a character mark that does it better than the sorceress. So we could take minus 60% damage, which I'm a little worried about this, but 30% range is crazy, so I'm gonna do it just for science for this, just for this video. Normally I don't think I would take this, but it's kind of hilarious. Like, that's a huge damage nerf for sure that I don't know if it's worth it, but it's real funny. All right, so both these aren't sendable, but Iron Ring boost 15 extra base damage, and since we just kind of dropped it. Also, this I think is really weird. This whole, like, it always sends stuff to the right ring. I don't know. Maybe that's a way I'm doing it, but awkward. All right, let's get some more range because why not? So the good part about this is, though, even though our damage is, you know, lower than like the heavy hitting swordsman we could be, we are hitting everything constantly. And where this becomes really strong is when you start applying debuffs with your main attack, which we haven't really leaned into. But if I was to go to False Blessing here, which I would take, but I'll take Multi-Strike first. Multi-Strike's just insane. But when we do take False Blessing, it is going to affect. All right, new gear for me. Seal of Rebirth enables you to revive once. I don't care about that. Thorn Fist, when receiving damage, deals 3 times over crit to the source. Attack damage plus 3 times crit bonus. Requires melee character / sorceress. I am 100% taking this, and we're going to do a Thorns build at some point. So I need to go back to the bucket here in a second, but first we're gonna go up to this extra spell slot thing up here. Spell tag, I guess call it. Then I guess we're gonna look for a Sentinel Orb. I don't really, this is new. Generally, there will be some type of clue inside the stages for this type of thing. All right, False Blessing. See, this is where it gets kind of crazy, right? Because you're hitting the whole screen with your debuffs. Oh, we got a chest down here. Bars of Toil. Wow, per 2 HP missing, plus 0.1% damage, attack speed, multi-strike, and force. That's kind of crazy. We're actually going to take the plate armor, though, because it's just a strict upgrade. So, it's going to... that. And I guess we could just drop something. We don't actually... we're just discarding it. Fun. Hey, look at all the money. And there it is. So, we could get Astronomer Orbs. I'm just going to take Sacred Flame, just take the upgrades. I don't think you really to have 6 abilities if you don't want. Also, I just noticed that it shows up here the upgrades on stuff and like the stars next to it. I'm not really sure what the little symbols mean. Reminds me of like Battlefield 2 ranks. Obviously, those are military ranks and not Battlefield 2 stuff. It's just that's what it reminds me of because Battlefield 2 guys. I mean, that's got to be relatable to someone, right? Or Battlefield Bad Company 2, both those games. And Battlefield 3. Those were like my favorite in those big FPS. I don't think anything's really ever captured the magic for me since then. I was also a teenager then, so that probably helped. Meteor strike attack speed? Sure, why not? So I'm kind of keeping my eye out to see if there's any sort of like hint at Sentinel Orb around here somewhere, which is very possible. Take extra range again, that's what we're doing. Extra area over everything. Take base crit bonus that affects everything, and we get some stuff here. Electrostatic treads generate shockwaves when removing, and duelist spark force grants force bonus, grants damage. I mean, these don't even matter. I guess we'll grab these. I can't even send them, so it doesn't make a difference. Take transfixion there. It's very powerful. Take strength always. You always take strength. It's still, that's so odd to me. Because if it's something you always take no matter what, then what's the point of it really being there? I guess you do have to pad out the levels a little bit. Since we have 8 minutes left and we are level 73. There is that going on. I think I did a run earlier. It was like 110 or something. All right, we'll take some more base crit bonus. I think it's another reason you get more XP when you start unlocking more traits and abilities and stuff, is because there's actually more to gain. Again, I'm not going to actually unlock anything here because it's not going to show because I already did it. But basically the joke is that once you get a critical mass of enemies with this amount of range, you will hit 80 of them. I think I did it on the second stage, not this one, for the record. But I don't see why it wouldn't work here. But normally the amount of enemies picks up a little later on. like as we get closer to zero hour down here. Probably should be using Potion of Memories too. I've been pretty, let's say, careless about it. Scattered debris, meteors, drift splinters. Yeah, take scattered debris. That's fine. Big rings. Can't go wrong with big rings. I do need to like make a magic rift build at some point. I don't think I've unlocked all of its stuff. All right, amputation is pretty strong. I totally forgot which one amputation is. So there's three upgrades for transfixation. They all mostly say the same thing, where they fire extra projectiles behind you and apply some type of debuff, some type of extra debuff to it. So they're all very, very good. Kind of my stance on it. All right, take more attack speed for that. You might also notice a level in the level up screen for abilities, which I'll hover over when we level up again, so to speak, a moment here. Basically what that's saying is that, oh, what's this? We get to choose an ability. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's crazy. I want this one. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So you see, like, this is level 1, this is level 1, this is level 5. You have to be that level before you can actually take these. That's all that is. And you might see some to say, like, oh, this is level 64. Yeah, so that's kind of how that works. I think I'm gonna Oblivion the Swift Feet. I think that's where I'm at with that. Take attack speed on meteor strike. So see, we're basically hitting half, like, not quite half the screen, I'd say. We're like a third of the screen. Oh. Now see, this is different. This is for a different quest. This is like for the first quest you get. Also, I gotta kill enemies that are actually inside the circle, which is a problem because we're killing enemies too far away right now. I guess what I could do is manually attack in this direction, let some enemies pile up, and then... Sure. Ooh, did that just give... Oh, that might have given some extra progression. So there's also something else I didn't go over, or I didn't realize yesterday, in yesterday's video. Late armor boost, already got that. I mean... Okay. Sure. I guess. There's something else I didn't realize. And that is that the scribe guy that we unlocked actually has some meta progression added to him for completing these agony levels. Now, it seems like it's like a super crazy grind for maybe not an enormous amount of power, but over time it might end up being a sizable increase. I haven't added anything to this guy from it, so no, like, that's not a thing. I guess also any meta progression you might have that increases your attack area would be really good for this challenge, for hitting big area, which makes sense, right? Gonna head on over to this bucket so I can put my stuff in it. I don't know if I want the AoE on the rift to be... Oh, more... Another box. I need another bucket to drop. Holy relic and a pest ring. I kind of... Okay, first of all, drop that. I think I want the pest ring. Oh no, we're getting thorn fist. Oh man, I want both. Okay, I'm gonna send up thorn fist first. But if we get another bucket, I'm also sending up the pest ring. One other thing I don't know about this game is if items are based on the map you're playing on. You know, like if the items aren't unique or anything, like they're all, I guess they're all technically unique, but I don't know if only certain types of items will spawn on certain maps. So that's something. So that other path we had came from this like little blood trail. I've kind of like split the middleman. There's a middle part that kind of shows it. Shows you how to get to it. This is for one of the earlier quests. I think I'm just going to aim in this direction, let them pile up, and then we're going to swing away. This is also a good way to do it. Transfixion might be a bad spell for trying to get this done. So might rings, but this is when you would get the achievement, right? Is right here, by just clearing the whole screen. I'm pretty sure we would have gotten it if I hadn't already completed it just now. But anyways, yeah, that's my advice on how to do that. All right, so we take Echoing Band. Magical with physical or magic damage. I mean, it's another strict upgrade, and these are the types of things that you're looking at in your future. You can add to your run, which allows you to do some really cool shit. All right, so there's a shard there. Let's take Rift Blast. Torment Fragment. Kill 500,000 enemies over all run. Okay, that has been added since the update, I think, because I'm pretty sure I've killed 500,000 enemies. I've killed way more than 500,000 enemies. Way more. Oh, so yeah, I guess we see that Agony 5 is the max. Goes up to now. I'm pretty sure it used to be Agony 5. I don't know. But we're crushing it. And we've killed 30,000. Collect the Sentinel Orb. I wonder if the Sentinel is going to be like the boss, maybe? I don't know. I don't have any like guiding thing. I mean, these don't matter, right? Deal 150 million damage in a run. Seems good. Seems okay. I'm gonna go over to this power up here. Give me some invulnerability and extra movement speed for some reason. Because invulnerability is not good enough. Oh, to go with that, let's take some Unholy Strength. So we're 2 minutes away from boss time. Again, I don't know about this Sentinel. That one's gonna bug me till I find it. But I really don't even know where to begin. I guess now I should start rerolling. Crit bonus is probably pretty good here. Extra damage. We are rushing everyone. Also, that suction there was massive. I also have 1,500 health. Realize. And we're level 104. We did this in 20 minutes, not 30. Albeit, you know, I'm probably like 30 minutes into the video, 35 minutes into something, so like whatever, but that's the thing, right? It hits my like nice time of like a 40-minute run for this type of game. I think anything over that starts to feel a little long for any one session of just walking around blowing things up. What I will say is this part, not necessarily the best for getting the achievement. Like if you missed it on that skeleton wave, Probably not here. I guess what you could do... Oh, a bucket! Let's go! Let's go. Okay. That was insane. Forget the suction down there. I guess what you could do is stop attacking. Like, just turn off your auto attack for a moment. Let them build up, and then just swing away. Pull a Joaquin and signs and just swing away. And you probably hit it. All right, 2 seconds. Well, whatever. We just don't kill the boss before we get back to the bucket. Okay, well, we broke his first form almost instantly, which is a little concerning. Also, we move very, very slowly. Hey, no, guy, no. No, wait. Send the rat ring up. Okay, cool. Now, let's get his torment shard. Oh, I guess we weren't under a timer. We have this. Look at these rings. This is dumb. Let's leave the halls. Yes. We killed 37,000 enemies. How much gold do we make? We did 214 million damage. We made 9 million gold. 9 million. We made 9,000 gold. It's a different number. Next main quest. Oh, it's at the aqueduct, not here. Okay. And I did a couple of achievements here. A couple of things, and these are bonus gold. This bonus gold's not counting towards this. This is just from the run. So that's kind of cool. So what I will show you now is this guy over here, the scripter. Join me for a moment. He has this part that shows all the gear, right? And this isn't all the gear. I'm thinking there's a lot more gear than this. But he has this page, which I didn't even realize. Also, there's a third page that's not done yet, so they might do something with that. But you see the torment shard, or you see these shards over here that we just picked up. What you can do is spend one, and it doesn't increase in price, at least not at 4. And you can level up your characters depending on what you want. You can also refund for no cost, so don't feel bad. So let's say, you know, I just did my swordsman run, and now maybe I want to go do a sorceress run. Well, I could just switch. I could refund and go to sorceress. So, like, if I had done that, if I was being smart, I would go, oh, let's add area to it. We start with area. It's not a significant amount at the start, but I imagine, I don't know what the level is. Assuming the level cap's like 100 or something, this is going to end up being a lot, because even just 4% more damage is significant. Same with crit chance. Multi-strike is kind of big too. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Warlock, I mean, like all these guys. I mean, I think it's all the same stats. It is all the same stats. So, yeah. But, I mean, either way, it's a really cool way to have meta progression at the end game. But in addition to that, obviously, we're going to go over here. We are going to talk to the well keeper, who is a very fancy man. We're going to buy the pestering and the thorn fist and these bottles and these elven slippers, and I've got 11,000 left. Shepherd's boon. Actually, do I even need it? Did I just get the quest to do it? Can I go to the vault now? No. Collect this. I think I actually have to finish all of these, like collect the sentinel orb and whatnot. But we'll see. The vault. Yeah, it shows the vault, but I don't know how I actually get to the vault. I need to read the patch notes for the vault to see about how to open it. Maybe you go back to this guy. Or maybe it's like down here. Who knows?
One man's trash is another one's treasure.
That is some crazy voice acting. But anyways, we do have a lot more gear than we had, you know, a day ago. But anyways, this game's fantastic. I'm going to be playing more. If there's any, like, other builds you want to see, any specific characters, let me know. Like I said, I have them all unlocked. I do not have all of their stuff unlocked. Like, some characters have a lot. Some are missing, like, Guild Maiden's missing a lot of her stuff right here. Beast Tracker's missing a whole bunch. I Need to play more of that one. The Norseman, who's super cool. I haven't finished his stuff just because he takes a lot, and this is like, you have to switch to burn for that. And those are mostly the ones, but then there's these extra milestones that have been added. Play for 999 minutes. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. But yeah, highly recommend. This game is fantastic, and 20-minute mode is baller. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.